Okay, I'm hitting record. Okay, I'm hitting record. All right. Put it in speaker view. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our virtual sip and share tonight. I'm Marla Stegman, and I'm a blessed Sapphire ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. I've been taking the products for over 8 years now, and what a blessing. When I think back 8 years ago, I was pretty naive about gut health. I didn't have any idea really what it meant. And so I just kind of trusted that it was going to work. I wanted to lose a few pounds, and actually just 10 pounds. And I thought, well, there's a 60-day money back guarantee. I'll just lose my 10 pounds in 60 days and I'll get my money back. And here I am 8 years later. So Andrea and I wanted to come on tonight and just tell a little bit of our story with these products and the business. And hi, Pam, I just saw you. And then also how it turned our health progress then turned into a business, and what a blessing that's been. And we will share about some products, but mainly we want to talk about gut health and the difference between Plexus products and probably anything else out there. So I guess, Andrea, can you put yours in speaker view so we can be side by side or not? Maybe not. I was thinking we could be side by side.
Did I do it?
No, it'll just be when you talk. So Andrea, you just chime in whenever, okay? And I'm going to mute the rest of you ladies. And if you have anything you want to ask about or want us to cover, just put your question in the chat and I'll watch the chat here. And then Andrea and I both will kind of watch the chat, the comments on our walls. So what we want people to do, if you're watching from Facebook and you love Plexus, but you haven't really told anyone you love it yet, we welcome you to share this on your wall, and everyone else can share it as well. So we wanted to kind of just get the word out, because there's still so many people now that I meet that don't know what Plexus is, or they think it's a diet company. It's only like the diet mentality, and it's not, you guys, it's a health system. So Plexus is so different that way. So we are now in the United States, of course, Canada, Australia, Mexico, and New Zealand. And Plexus has been around for 13 years. And like I said, it's been 8 years for me. And they were one of the first companies to address gut health on the market. And so that's, I think back 8 years ago, I didn't know what a probiotic was. And I don't know if you can relate to this, but I was a 52-year-old and full-time teacher. I taught fitness. I had taught fitness at that point, like 14 years. I looked pretty healthy, but I'd always struggled with a lot of headaches and migraines, and also low iron, getting a lot of sinus infections. My digestive system was off. As I hit my 50s, the lovely menopausal thing, started happening. So the temperature inversions in your body, all that started happening. And I sometimes didn't sleep well at all. And I really, really craved sugar. I didn't realize how bad I craved sugar until now, after I was on Plexus a while, and then I wasn't craving sugar. And I thought, well, that wasn't why I started these products. I started there's three products that I started. It's called the Triplex. That's our gut health program. That's a pink drink and a probiotic with enzymes and antifungal and a magnesium supplement. And what those three products did was take my sugar cravings away. I didn't have to grab the ibuprofen or Max Salt. I didn't want naps. That was another thing. I always loved my weekends because I would plan my naps. Or if I taught body pump at night after I taught school, I would schedule a little nap in between. I was always tired. I'd wake up tired. So after being on these products for, I would say a week is when I first started noticing I was craving more water and I wasn't craving the sugar, which is a big deal when you're a teacher because the teacher's lounge and we love to treat each other with lots of candy. And I wasn't tempted by that. And so it was different than anything I'd ever tried. So lo and behold, after I stayed on it, my regularity improved, which a lot of people struggle with that. And that is a sign of poor gut health. So I had all the symptoms that led to poor gut health, but I didn't know what that meant. I thought gut health meant you have a tummy ache or the flu. That's what I knew then. So I've learned so much in these 8 years. And so I didn't want to hear anything about, doing this as a business. I'm like, no, I was busy. I did not have time for that. But I decided to start sharing. Some people started noticing and asking, and then I shared on social media. And then I didn't realize how many people were looking for something. A lot of people were looking for something to feel better. They could identify with all the symptoms I was talking about. And so that was 8 years ago. And that's just kind of grown now into just an awesome community of a lot of Midwestern, Western ladies. We have some from all over too, but Andrea and I actually knew each other before Plexus. We met when she was teaching school in Mayville, and I lived in Mayville, and she came to fitness classes I was teaching there at the college, and we instantly clicked. And here we realized she knew my daughter and all these, because she went to college in Bismarck and all these cool things. And then lo and behold, Andrea needed a vitamin 7 years ago. And so she decided to start the multivitamin, so she can talk about that. But Andrea is more of a gut health guru than I am. She's what I call crunchy. Her kids have never had milk. They've had raw milk only.
Well, they've had like store-bought milk, but we mostly drink raw milk.
Okay. You're right. I thought it was like never.
Yeah, you got me way too up high, Marla. Just bring it down a little bit.
But I didn't even know what raw milk was. I'm like, what's that? And so Andrea was talking to me about natural health before I even discovered it, really, in a way. So she was further ahead than I was. She makes her own sourdough, all those great things. So, but she's quite a bit younger than me, so that's probably why she knows more than me. But anyway, so the products really did just change everything. Like I feel better than I did in my 20s. And that's crazy, right? And Plexus, we only have like 32 products. So we don't have a lot, but the products we have work. They get to the root cause of why people have sickness, most sickness. It's pretty unreal. And that's why some people are so skeptical, I feel, at first, is because you hear it helps with so many different things. And the pink drink is called Slim. So some people are misled and think it's just a diet drink. And what's unique about Slim, I'm going to let Andrea speak a little more to that because she's probably more educated than I am in that area, but it's so much more than that, because there's people that don't need to lose weight that need Slim as well, because it helps with stress, autoimmune, it helps with balance your blood glucose, so it balances your hormones, so it helps with so many things. So Andrea, do you want to chime in with anything as to where I've kind of gone and where you want to continue with gut health?
Yeah. First of all, you got me way up here, Marla. You need to bring me down a few notches. My sourdough is dying in the fridge right now, a slow, painful death. So we need to resurrect it. But resurrection day is almost here, right?
Yes.
So, so the Slim, what I love about the Slim is, Marla said, kind of don't like that it's called slim, because it's not a weight loss thing, but that sells more than, gut health drink. So especially because we didn't all know about gut health when we first started, but slim, if you think of it as an acronym, it's steady levels inside me. And what's going on is the chromium in the slim is going to help level your blood sugar, and it's going to help guide your insulin release. And that insulin is your master hormone. So as insulin goes, so your other hormones go. So, a lot of other companies will put chromium in their drinks, but it's not the same amount and it's not the same quality. And I was just geeking out to a cool video that this gal made about the slim, and every ingredient, I was just like, wow. It's just made to heal us. It's made to help us. It's just another tool in our toolbox. It is not something that's going to answer all of your life's problems, but definitely an amazing tool in the toolbox to help with thyroid, hormones. My favorite thing about the slim, besides the decreased sugar cravings and sleeping better every night, is just better hormonal balance. And that shows up in regularity of cycles and like painful cycles. That's a thing of the past. So, and men use it too. So my husband loves his slim every day. He just likes the way it makes him feel. And his sugar cravings have gone down a lot. And why is it important that sugar cravings are under control? Because sugar feeds the bad bacteria in our gut. And I'm a sugar beet farmer's wife, so I support still that, all things in moderation, right? But that overgrowth, when it gets out of control, that sugar just feeds it. And so some people will try so hard to quit eating this or quit drinking pop or quit, craving those sugars. And it's really hard. It's really hard because you're addicted. So it does help with those sugar cravings. And so that's just the slim. I mean, the slim does so many awesome things. Blood sugar is huge in disease prevention. And also, so we didn't even talk about the rest of the products. Maybe I'll just kind of share how I got started. I started on just the multivitamin because I just saw my friend who was sharing on social media, and I thought, oh, I'm sure I can find something to buy from her. I need a multivitamin because I was pregnant at the time with my third baby. And then I added in the Bio Cleanse for regularity, especially with pregnancy, and then the ProBio 5 also, just because I was like, well, I've heard a lot about probiotics. I should probably use a probiotic. So I showed my doctor, and she looked and she said, this all seems very reasonable. And so I started using all those products. I felt so much better. This was like mid-pregnancy that I started all these, and I felt so much better towards the end. I didn't have the constipation and the acid reflux that I had struggled with before. And if you Google gut health and acid reflux or gut health and constipation, it's there. It's just fascinating once you go down that little rabbit hole. Yeah. And so I started with those, and then gradually, as I had one sick child, my oldest was really very sick a lot. He struggled a lot with allergies pretty badly, eczema, just lots of signs that his body had poor gut health. And as I was kind of digging, because I tried lots of different things, I started to come across gut health, and I didn't know that it was right in front of my face that I had been taking these products. And so I started him on it, and my whole family goes through a lot of products every day. So they've helped us with, allergies, eczema, sugar cravings, mood stability, tummy troubles, lots and lots of things. So yeah, we've been more than blessed. Is there anything I'm missing about talking about? I should tell you, you know, my two babies that I had before Plexus had really poor gut health, and it showed in a lot of their skin, their allergies, things like that. And then I had two Plexus babies, and my youngest, I was on it prior to being pregnant with her, and all through that pregnancy, and her gut health is great. And she was a not a fussy baby like my other ones. And she didn't have like eczema or any sort of common baby things that we accept as normal.
And did you talk about Isaac's breathing? Did I miss it? I was checking the.
Yeah, a little bit. He struggled with like breathing a lot in the spring. He had really poor gut health. He was alert. We had him allergy tested. He had lots and lots of trouble just even riding his bike up and down the street, not even a half a block. And people just assumed he had asthma. And as we added the products into his regimen, he started to get much better. He has like none of that now. So he is in all sorts of sports, spring, summer, fall, and you could never tell, never. So
isn't that amazing? And
it is.
So I don't know if you guys want to put in the chat or the comments, you know, if Plexus has helped you with things, just tell others what it's helped with. Something that I found out too is, you know, our triplex combo, which we talked about, the ProBio 5 that's included in it, is our probiotic with enzymes and antifungal. That's what Andrea started giving Isaac. That helps with his symptoms of allergies and all those breathing struggles. It helps with everything because the enzymes in here really take away the toxins and the things that inhibit our body from doing what it's supposed to do. So this, I've had people tell me they'd pay $100 a bottle for this because of the effectiveness that it does for them. And they had tried many other kinds and refrigerated it as well. So this plus our slim drink, like Andrea talked about, and our BioCleanse is what's called our triplex. And I would say 99% of the people that have started with me, I'm sure Andrea, you'd say the same thing, start with this. And it really helps with overall health and prevention. And it addresses, you know, inflammation, blood sugar balance, and gut health, which is so cornerstone to everything.
Fundamental. It is foundational. The gut health, inflammation, and your blood sugar. Those three things are just foundational for overall health. I was just ran into somebody today, and I was researching some information on a health issue, and I found this really cool post. And the things that we struggle with, they're lying underneath that candida overgrowth. So the bad bacteria that overgrows in our gut, it's like all those bad things are lying underneath. And that's why we sometimes have a detox when we start. And so what's amazing is about that ProBio 5 is it breaks down that overgrowth, which is really hard to do. Most probiotics are only adding good bacteria and they're not pulling out the bad. And that's what makes the ProBio 5 and the magnesium BioCleanse so magical, is because it's pulling out that bad. But that is why we sometimes have detox in the beginning of our health journey, because we're getting rid of those old things, those past things that have been buried, have been causing health issues for such a long time. So I just love learning all things about our products still after 7 years.
I know. And Andrea, did you see, I was on Twitter, and I love finding latest studies on Twitter. When I was in my grad school classes, that's where we had to go, was Twitter. And I thought it was always a social event on there, but great educational tools. So I shared an article and I'll just read it. It's study finding that, and we know this, but increased intake of micronutrients and other food bioactive compounds can reshape the gut microbiome and thus can be beneficial for prevention of chronic diseases. And so the human gut microbiome not only matters for balanced digestive health, but this is another great, if you're a nerdy and like to read up on that thing, look at my wall here. It's a great article that I shared. And dysbiosis, if you're not sure what gut microbiome dysbiosis is, that is when your gut is imbalanced, because we're supposed to have 85% good gut bacteria when we're born and keep through life, and 15 bad, because we do need both. But when the bad gut flora takes over, that's when we have a candida issue, usually probably how many % of the time would you say, Andrea?
Most of the time. I was looking at these awesome comments that were in here. I was going to read them too.
Yeah.
Lisa said no more cold sores besides all the other benefits, sleeping through the night, off thyroid meds, no more reflux. Erica said it's helped my family with regularity, immune support, eczema, blood sugar balance, mood stability, hormone balance, clear skin, solid quality sleep, more energy, mental clarity, bloating, and inflammation. And then somebody else shared, Haley shared how great it is to have a normal cycle and to not have pain, and noticing some weight loss, and sugar cravings helping too. Super awesome. Love to hear those things, you guys. It's awesome.
And you know what most of us have experienced too is weight loss, but that's not the thing we talk about. We talk about everything else, because the weight loss is really just a number. I mean, yeah, you feel a little better, but it's all the other things. If you feel better, you're going to do better, you're going to move more, you're going to, eat better. All those things evolve into sustained weight loss, right? And healthier living. So if you, maybe just you guys who are listening, if you buy like protein shakes or collagen or Starbucks or skincare, omegas, vitamins, we have kids chewable vitamins as well. I mean, if you buy those all over the place from random places, and if you haven't started with something like Plexus, it's such a great store to have at your fingertips. You really can do shopping and set up a subscription. You earn points on your subscriptions with Plexus, where you get to use those points for free products. And also we have now a tool that's called Pivotal, where you get free workouts. And if you do 3 workouts, they're like a circuit-based workout that you can modify so anyone can do them. 3 of them a week in a 12-week cycle. When you start from beginning to end, you're going to earn also more perk points. So you can earn more free products for just being rewarded for working out. And then we also have meal plans that have the grocery list and everything you need all to print off. So we have those tools that are free. And right now our membership is $1 for the year. And that's just blows me away how cheap that is. And that's through tomorrow night. And then also you can get a free bag of our clean energy, holistic, clean energy drink called Very Active. We have quite a few flavors of that. We have also electrolytes. Like how many of you buy, Powerade? And Andrea, maybe you can speak to that. You have little kids, because if I had to raise my kids over again, I wouldn't have been buying all the things I used to buy.
Oh yeah, we have we used to do a lot of Gatorade and Powerade, and now it's just Hydrate. Hydrate is our electrolytes, and they're clean. They don't have the food coloring. They don't have the dyes. They don't have the
Sucralose.
Sugar. Yeah, they don't have sucralose or anything like that. They're sweetened with stevia, and they're just so much better for you. And we also use the greens a lot with the kids, and the lean shakes. Make protein balls for the kids, lean shakes, throw in those greens, and they don't even know that they're getting all their veggies, raw fermented veggies.
Yes, our greens. I don't know how many of you guys take greens out there, but my son, who's a 30-year-old now, has tried other greens, and he likes Plexus greens the best because they don't taste and smell like grass. They smell like, or cattle feed or something. I don't know. The other ones don't smell good. Ours is a sweet smell. So we have, if you haven't tried our greens, oh, we have an amazing product there too. So if you get started and say you're new and you want to start and a friend introduced you to these products, or you want to just start a conversation and dig into it more, we have a symptom chart that we use to help you identify, how many symptoms you see on there that you identify with, and talk about a customized package that works best for you. And then from there, we just really love to help you. We do educational events. We're doing something new on the 3rd of April for every preferred customer or VIP customer that ordered in March. They get in a $100 drawing, and we're doing a special health tips and Q&A time with pharmacist Kelly Hulst. She's on our team as well. And so that's something that we do as a team. We're a very involved team that loves to support people, and it's just fun. It doesn't seem like it's work because everybody helps each other out. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And what else is it going to mention? I think that was it. Oh, our vital biome. Should we speak to that a little bit? Anyone out there that's listening love the vital biome?
Me.
Yeah. So our vital biome is our probiotic, a true probiotic. It has 8 strains, and it helps with emotional stress, anxiety, depression. We have a lot of great stories with people getting on it, and we always recommend people work with their doctors while they do this. And doctors are so good to look at supplements now for what they are, because there's so much more education about that, and help wean them off medications and slowly use the supplements instead. So
Vital Biome is also really helpful for dairy issues too, because it has a strain that it will help with your dairy intolerance.
Yes, there's, I don't know how many people I have. A lot of people love it. I don't like running out because you can handle stress so much better. It's just, it's like a happy pill. It makes you just not giddy happy, but just calm.
Yes.
Would you agree?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's just been such a cool journey. We wanted to come to you and just be real personal, not really salesy, but if you want us to cover any products, we can talk about it with you, but really that's with you and your friend that invited you. And a lot of times we set up 3-way chats with their sponsor. If they're new to the products, they probably don't know as much. So we work as a team and kind of a mentorship. And that's something that's really fun too. We've gotten to know so many people that I wouldn't know if it wasn't for having this great, cool experience with Plexus.
Yes.
And another thing is skincare. We have skincare. A lot of people aren't aware of that. So our Joyome is European approved, and we have an AM and PM serum. And for me, it replaced so many other products, and it's a lot cheaper and simple. And then there's a cleanser as well. So that's something that maybe a lot of people aren't aware of. So,
and the collagen.
In the collagen, yes. And we have the collagen sticks, or we have it in a canister. So it's easy to take on the road. And we have 2 different kinds of formulas of Slim. One's a microbiome activating, and one is a hunger control. So the hunger control is more for if you do have weight loss as a goal, and microbiome activating is really enhancing that gut health in a more aggressive level. Although I do recommend most people start with hunger control, depending on the person. That's where the coaching comes in, and the conversations and intention when we start on the product. So, all right, I think we went. Do we have any questions from anybody? We're just so happy to be on here. And I just want to say, Andrea, it's just been fun. Little did we know that we'd be doing a business together, and we talk on the phone probably every day a little bit. And it's so fun. And she's going to be here in Arizona next week because Plexus as a company supports us so well. She gets to go to a training and stays overnight at a motel, and they pay for it. And with, if you guys study personal growth and development, like at our convention this summer in Nashville, John Maxwell is speaking, and Valerie Burton, if you haven't heard of her, she's amazing. And then when you're a diamond in this company, they have something they've started with Dr. Henry Cloud. He does Mastermind. And if you haven't looked him up, look him up. He's amazing as well, as far as an author and leader and mindset, because we all need mindset work, whether we're on a health journey or just life in general. So I hope that this answered some questions for people. We have, like I said, our $1 enrollment is through tomorrow night. And I just hope that, you know, if you're
Free Berry Active.
Huh?
And the Free Berry Active.
And the Free Berry Active. Yep, that comes with. So if you're curious more, you know, talk to me or Andrea or the friend that invited you. And why not? What do you got to lose, right? So,
yeah.
All right. Anything else, Drea?
Nope.
Okay. Thank you all for joining, and have a great. Bye-bye.